guys, it's Melanie, and today I'm going to share with you another one of my what I eat in a day type videos. I've done one of these before as a part of my health and fitness journey. It is by no means meant to be a you should eat this way video. Not at all. It is basically just showing you what I eat in a typical day. I am not currently on a super strict diet. I'm certainly trying to make healthy choices, but this isn't probably the most balanced diet in a lot of ways. You may have completely different needs. I don't have any health issues right now, thankfully, knock on wood, that require me to have a specific diet. I am not meat free. I'm not dairy free. I'm not carb free. Like, I don't have to be any of those things, so I'm not. And I just really kind of eat whatever I enjoy, and I try to watch my portions as much as possible. During the beginning part of my journey, I was doing really good about logging my food. That is something that I need to get back into because that's very helpful for me when I'm actively trying to lose weight. I've sort of put the weight loss on a little bit of a back burner during the summer because my main focus during the summer is working. Well, main priority is obviously Stella, taking care of Stella, and then working. My work schedule, what most people do like in a year, I cram into like 5 months. So it's really hard for me to maintain any kind of consistent diet or like really consistent anything, to be completely honest. Calling friends back, remembering to like reply to comments sometimes, like all of that stuff just kind of goes out the window for me during my work season. So anyway, today I'm just showing you what I eat in a typical day. I eat different things every single day. It's never the same. There are a few things that I really sort of like to eat and will eat several days in a row, and then I'll eat something else for like a day or two, and then I'll go back to that. It just honestly kind of varies, and it depends on what I have in the house. I'm not someone who goes out grocery shopping very consistently with, I guess, a meal plan in mind. I sort of go to the grocery store every few days and buy random things that I think sound or look delicious. It's really not the most efficient way to do things, but that's something that I also hope to get into a better habit of doing starting in the fall with meal planning and really focusing on having like a set schedule for certain foods so that Craig and I both kind of know, like, maybe like on Sunday it's taco night. My mom has that type of schedule, and I always loved that growing up because I knew like Sunday's taco night. Like, I'm going to go pick up Stella at my mom's house this coming Sunday, and I know we're going to have tacos for dinner. It never changes. I kind of like that, and so I'm going to try that for myself as well in the fall. I mean, who knows how long it'll last. It may not. I'm not quite as organized as my mama is. So anyway, let me know if you guys find this type of video helpful. I know that I really enjoy watching these because it's helpful for me to see what other people eat, and it kind of like introduces me to new foods or new ways of preparing foods sometimes. So not that I have any like life-changing recipes here for you, but I do have a really delicious dinner recipe that I'll share with you, and I actually got it from Laura Batali's channel. So I will of course link that down below for you. And I'm going to doctor mine a little bit because I'm going to put some chicken in it. So that's going to make mine a little bit different from hers. But basically, this is just what I'm going to eat in the day. So I hope that you guys find it helpful. Let me know if you want to see more of these videos. And thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting my channel. And let's get into what I'm eating. Thanks, guys. So this is a pretty typical breakfast here. I normally have 2 cups of coffee in the morning. This is my second cup here. I like the Pacific Bold from Kirkland, the K-Cups. So I will put a splash of whole milk into my coffee. Because Stella is still drinking whole milk, that's typically what we have in the house. So that's just what I use. I could probably go and get like some 1% milk, and that would be a little bit better in the calorie department, but it's just a splash, so I'm not super worried about it. But so this is my second cup of coffee. I limit myself to 2 a day. I feel like I need the 2. 1 I can get away with sometimes, but it's pushing it. I prefer 2. This is yogurt and granola, which is one of my favorite breakfasts to eat when I'm not doing a protein shake, because this really fills me up and it basically gets me until noon. So it's about 8:30 right now. So this will definitely tide me over, although I will have a mid-morning snack, and that'll usually be a piece of fruit. So this is the Nancy's non-fat yogurt in the vanilla. This is really delicious. It's 170 calories a serving. And then it has a decent amount of sugar in it, but I don't know. I really like the flavor of this, and I like that it's a little bit more natural than some of the other yogurts out there. So I really like this one. It's also made in Oregon, so that's a bonus. I like putting granola into my yogurt. So the one that I'm trying right now is the Simple Truth. I find this at Fred Meyer. It's the Baobab. I never know how to say that. Coconut granola. It is so good, you guys. And you can see here that it's got a really good amount of like whole grains and fiber in it. So it's 260 calories. It's 14 grams of sugar. It's got 4 grams of fiber, which is really good. And then it also has 4 grams of protein. So this definitely helps to fill me up a little bit. And a serving size for this is a half a cup. I don't even have a half a cup in here. This is probably like a little over a quarter. So, but yeah, I mix this together, and then that's what I eat. And it's pretty good hearty breakfast. So that's what's for breakfast. So it's just after 9 o'clock in the morning, and I finished my first 16 ounces of water. This is, I don't normally drink bottled water. This is actually a bottled water from my last client meeting. I meet clients at a local coffee shop, and instead of getting like a latte or a chai or something like that, I will just grab a bottle of water. So oddly enough, I usually never drink it during the meetings. I just take it with me, and then I will have these in my purse. So I had this one in my handbag unopened from the other day, so I just decided to take it out and drink this morning. And what I'm actually going to do to sort of help myself measure how many ounces I'm getting during the day, because one of these is 16.9 fluid ounces, so let's say 17 ounces. I'm just going to keep refilling this one today, and that'll kind of help me gauge how much water I'm drinking. Water is something that I struggle with all the time, but when I do drink it, I feel so much better, you guys. It makes such a huge difference to consume like an appropriate amount of water each day. I have to say that most days I do not drink any water at all, short of what I get in my coffee. It's really hard for me to get this stuff down. I had a really bad pregnancy with Stella, and water was one of the things that I actually developed a major aversion to. And I still haven't gotten over it to this day. And that sounds so silly, but it still kind of reminds me of being violently ill with morning sickness. So, but it does actually make me feel better once I can get it down. So anyway, by 9 o'clock, I have finished my first 17 ounces of water. And we'll see how many of these I can get down today. The goal will be to finish at a bare minimum 4 of these. So I do have other containers that I can use. You know, I have lots of water bottles. So but I just figured I might as well refill this one before I recycle it at the end of the day. So anyway, there's my water intake so far today by a little after 9 a.m. Pretty good compared to normal. So it's just about 11 o'clock now, and I'm going to have a mid-morning snack. I also refilled the water bottle completely so that I can get to work on finishing this hopefully before noon. So that will get 2 out of the way.
I want some.
You want some water? Stella's going to the pool today with her auntie, so she is in her swimsuit already. Is that good?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. But I'm going to eat this red plum, and I really like plums a lot. They are very kind of sour and sweet at the same time, and that's definitely a combination that I love. So these are delicious. I have a bowl full of fruit here. I try to always keep this full. We've got some avocados in there, some nectarines, and then a random lime. The lime is for dinner tonight. We're going to be making some healthy tacos, so I'll show you guys how I prepare that. So anyway, gonna get to eating this, and then I'll check back in with my lunch. So just a quick update. I just finished one of these Synergy kombucha drinks. This is the Guava Goddess. I love these. And it's another way to get additional fluids in. I probably drink 3 or 4 of these a week. I just really like them. They seem to work my tummy, make my tummy work a little bit better, and I like the flavor of them. I know making your own kombucha is probably better for you than buying like the pre-made stuff, but I'm not a kombucha making kind of girl. So I'm getting ready to.
What's that?
That's Mama's granola bar.
What is it?
It's a granola bar.
Is it granola bar?
I'm getting ready to run Stella down to my mother-in-law's house. She's going swimming with her auntie. So I'm going to be late for lunch. So I need something to tide me over because after I run her down there, I'm going to be running to Home Depot. So it's going to be a while until I can eat my actual lunch. So I'm going to eat one of these new Nature Valley Nut Crisp bars. This is the almond and dark chocolate. It's 130 calories. Normally something like this would be like my afternoon snack, but yeah, since I'm going to be having lunch a little bit later on today, I'm going to eat this now so that I don't. Oh my God, are you dipping that? Oh, okay. We won't talk about what Stella's eating. I don't want to gross you guys out too much. Anyway, so this is what I'm having right now, and it's about 12:30. So yeah, I have to get Stella packed up. So I'm just warming up my lunch. I've been out running around since dropping Stella off with my sister-in-law. So you can see it's already 2:16, so I'm eating lunch kind of late today. Normally I like to eat around 12:30 or 1, but I needed to get my errands done. So what I'm doing here is I'm just warming up some soup, and this is the Amy's organic soup, and it's their lentil soup. This one is light in sodium, so that I like that, so it's not too salty. I get this stuff at Costco, and there's also like a vegetable lentil that comes in like this 8-pack of the soups. I like this one over the vegetable one, but the vegetable one is good too. They basically, for the most part, taste the same, but for some reason I prefer this just regular lentil soup. So this is pretty hearty. I will probably eat this whole thing because I'm kind of honestly hungry at this point. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And this will be it for lunch. And then basically I'm going to have like an afternoon snack of like some pineapple or something like that. Maybe some tomatoes. And then I will start dinner prep around 6 o'clock. I've changed my mind about doing the tacos today because the avocados that I have aren't super ripe yet. So I'm going to wait for tomorrow to do that. But I'm going to share with you guys a recipe for lemon herb spaghetti with chicken that I got from Ebates. So, and I will of course link it down below for you. But there's lunch. So this is my sort of mid-afternoon snack. I was going to have a nectarine, but I honestly just wanted to try this granola. I'm on like a huge granola kick. I know it's not always the best thing for you because it can be kind of fattening, but there's something so satisfying about granola to me. I definitely portion this out. So I had 1 serving of this, which is basically 1/3 of a cup, and that's 110 calories. I'm not completely, are you serious? This guy is like apparently starving. It's not even 4:30, homie. I'm not totally like counting my calories right now, although that is very helpful for me. but I'm still trying to like stay within the guidelines of like, you know, what they say a serving portion is, which oftentimes is a little bit smaller than what I would like it to be, but I mean, what are you going to do? There isn't a ton of sugar in this, which is good, and there's a little bit of fiber. So anyway, I made this my afternoon snack, and I'm getting ready to down some water right now. And then probably in about an hour here, I'm going to start prepping dinner. So I'll show you guys everything that I'm going to be making and kind of walk you through how I am going to prepare everything. So anyway, there you have it. Apricot coconut granola clusters from Simple Truth Organic. This is a brand from Fred Meyer. I'm sure they have it in other stores as well, but I don't know, probably Safeway maybe? Not sure. It's good though. Okay, so let's talk dinner. I'm not going to show myself prepping this stuff. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to make, and I'll sort of explain. Turning on a little light here. So I'm going to make a cucumber and tomato salad. I make this quite frequently, so I just buy 2 cucumbers and then usually whatever kind of tomatoes I grab. Sometimes it's Roma tomatoes, sometimes it's beefsteaks, sometimes it's these guys here, the Campari. Oh, who's texting me? And so what I will do is I will cut these up, and I will make my own dressing for it. So I just use olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and then I will put in some dill, a little bit of garlic salt, a little bit of smoked paprika. I love the taste of that. And then just salt and pepper. And so I just mix that up. And sometimes I will also add a little bit of my Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Instead of doing like all balsamic, I'll sort of do half balsamic, half apple cider. I'll probably end up doing that today. But just mix however you like if you like it to be more vinegary, add more of this. If you like more of that like olive oil taste, add more olive oil, and then whatever like spices you want. So it's really simple, really easy to do. I love this. It's really fresh and delicious during the summer. Okay, so for the Laura Vitale recipe, I will of course link it down below, but basically you need flat leaf parsley, you need fresh oregano, you need fresh thyme. Her recipe doesn't call for shallots, but I like the way shallots taste, so I'm going to put some of these, a little bit of shallots into mine. You need some lemons, and then obviously salt and pepper. I also add a little bit of Italian seasoning in there as well. And then these are the chicken breast tenders that I'm going to cook up. So I'm just going to cook those up in a little bit of olive oil, add some little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of lemon, squeeze some lemon in there, and then also a little bit of this Italian seasoning. So it all kind of has the same flavors. And then you cook up your spaghetti and just add all of the ingredients into the spaghetti after it's cooked. Laura is going to do a much better job of explaining this recipe to you. But these are the ingredients. It's really simple. It's really fresh. It's delicious during the summertime. And it's light. So this is what I'm going to prepare for dinner. So I'm going to get started on it because Craig will be here in about a half hour. And I want to have dinner mostly done by the time that he comes home. So anyway, there you guys go. That'll be it for today. I hope that you found this helpful. Let me know if you have any questions down below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.